see it's true. Good times, sunshine, gonna be here in no time now. Bad times, gray skies, push them all away, turn them upside down. You're gonna break new ground, turn everything around. You're gonna live your life. There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, you'll be okay. Beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes, you'll see it's true. A beautiful day.
Okay, there. I think we have audio now. I'm seeing it moving up and down. Not hearing it on. Okay, there. Okay. I think we have audio now. There we go. Okay, now I know it's working. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you I didn't watch any of last night, so I bet you anything last night's audio was out too. I didn't necessarily look. So, anyway, okay, I think now we're ready to go. Alright, come on. Mute there. Alright, sorry for the slow start here. But yeah, the audio wasn't working now. It looks like it's working fine. I bet I'll need to go check last night's too, because I bet you anything it was messed up, because all my audio settings were all disappeared from my program, so that was a little weird. But now everything's back. So anyway, I got it stretched out. You can kind of see it what it is. We're going to continue working on it, and we'll show the picture at the end and say who it is if you can't tell who it is yet. If you're a Chiefs fan, you probably might already know. But like I said, I do want to thank everybody for joining us. Don't forget to give likes, shares, thumbs up, all that good stuff. If you're watching this now or later, doesn't matter. It's Tuesday, or Thursday, like I said, Monday night. We are going to just a Tuesday, Thursday, or a Monday, Thursday format, starting at 7:30 still, for a little while, till we kind of get settled in. I don't know if I'm going to add another day back in, or change up, maybe go to a different point of the day. I don't know yet. So, a lot of new normals going on around here, trying to figure out things, you know. Older life changes. But we're back. I'm ready to be into this. This is, like I said, this is a 2-week challenge. I want to get this as another Chiefs related. Obviously, by now you can tell it's a person that I want to get done before the Super Bowl. If I can get 8 rows done a day, I should be able to get it done by Saturday before the Super Bowl. I will probably have a somewhat of a quick stream Saturday before the Super Bowl, that Saturday, and show it off. At least that's the hope and the plan, if everything goes well. So far it's not bad. Like I said, I'm only getting 7 rows in a day instead of the 8. So I'm a little off. I'm about 4 rows behind where I would like to be, but I still think I'm going to be fine. I'm hoping I'll be able to pick up a day or two where I can get another row in, an extra row in, and get 9 in, you know, so. But each row, so let's see, we've got 27 done, so we're basically at 2,700 rings, probably 2,800 rings. Each row is 108, I believe. I gave it a quick count earlier today, because I wasn't even sure how wide it was. And so I think we're at 108 wide. So every row is a little over 100. But we're, like I said, I hope everything will work out and we'll get it done before Super Bowl Sunday. That's the plan. And like I said, I don't know, tonight we'll see what happens. I'm caught up to get my 7 done for today. If I can get another row done today, get the 8, and I wouldn't get behind by another one. But we're going to see how it goes. I will say, normally by 10 o'clock at night here, the past several weeks, I'm pretty much done. Start wrapping up so I can get to bed by around 11:30ish or so, because it'll take me another hour to get to sleep, actually. So, yeah, my sleeping habits suck. But, yeah, the last night I thought about it again, about 10:30. I was like, I could maybe go in and get another done, but I was just so tired. I was just, I don't want to have a screw up so far. I haven't had any mess ups yet. Where's the wood? Where's the wood? There's wood. Not the best of wood, but it's wood. Yeah, it's been going pretty well so far, so I didn't want to push it and be too tired, not thinking what I'm doing. I've had that happen before, so I was like, no, we're just going to keep going. I'll just get back to it in the morning. I was actually making pretty good progress. I was thinking I'd have 2 extra rows done today. I was thinking I'd get 10 rows done. Like I said, I think I would have if the laptop wouldn't have went all wonky on me. But I will say, after doing everything I had to do to it today, right now it's working very well. So I will at least give it that. Last night, or Monday night, we couldn't get it to work worth a squat. So it looks like I should be able to see any comments or anything tonight. And obviously we now have sound tonight. I'm almost positive we probably didn't have sound, which is a little odd. Well, I don't know, maybe. Like I said, I'll have to check it. Because I know I did work last night. That was one of the reasons why last night I didn't get further, because it was night 3. I had more than 10 hours of video. I wanted to go ahead and get it converted because it takes me maybe 20 minutes to get in the program and do everything I need to do to let it do its job. Then it takes about 2 hours to crunch it all down, then I have to put it back through to crunch it down again. That one's a fairly quick convert. I think it's only about a half an hour, 40 minutes or so, but started that up last night and everything. So I got my first, I think it was 10 and a half hours of video compressed. Still needs one more time lapse speeding up of the video. Right now the 10 hours is down to 6 minutes, just a little over 6 minutes, but that will come down again when I put all four together. I'll take 25, 28 minutes worth of stuff once it's all down, and then I'll take it down to well, after just doing those four together, I should be able to crunch all of that down for one video of 4 minutes and one more shrink. So we'll see how she goes. Now it's time to count out more rings. The boring time. Like I said, I really wish I had a little. This is where I need to teach the grandkids, like, you guys want to get into chainmail, come over here and start handing me rings. Though, I do already have one of them. The second oldest. He wants to come over and he wants to build a dragon. He wants to call it a dinosaur. So I might change something up, maybe try to design a little something different and make it dinosaur-esque. He's into dinosaurs. He loves his dinosaurs, but he was talking about it. I think it was it at the event we had in October? He was talking about it, wanting to do it, and trying to explain to him. He doesn't quite get the idea. He's 5. He doesn't quite get the idea yet that it's not something that you can just come over and we can be done with in just a little bit. He hasn't sat down and watched what this all entails and the time it takes to do this, so he doesn't quite understand that yet, I don't think. So I'm going to try to get him over here and try to let him see a little bit more what it does take to do this. The older one, I think, kind of gets the idea. He's not necessarily interested in it. He liked coming. He did like it when he was younger, but he just liked coming and sitting at my desk here. And at that time, I was working on some dice captures, and he wanted the dice. And so he would come down while I was working, and he would play with the dice beside me while I was working on doing stuff. So he seen me doing it, and I think he realized it was kind of, a little daunting. But he had fun with his dice. Then the rest come along, and then it was crazy down here for a while. Then I had other stuff I didn't want them getting into. So they haven't had a chance to come down here. Now they're getting older, though. Now I've got 3 laser systems, a couple of 3D printers, all kinds of tools. Granted, now most of my other power tools are put up where that wouldn't cause a problem, but they're getting old enough now to more understand. Though, my oldest daughter has the 4 grandkids, right? She sent a video 2 nights ago. I didn't see it till yesterday it was Monday night she sent it. So I seen it the night before, Monday night. She sent it right before we were streaming. It popped up in the video thing, and it popped up, so it said I'd already viewed it, and I just closed out the box because I was trying to get ready for the stream. And it cracked me up because the youngest of all the grandkids, she has always been standoffish with me. Don't know why. I don't necessarily see her as much as the others, kind of. At least at certain ages, but she's gotten better and everything. But it was kind of funny because she said, my daughter sent me this video. You don't see anything because she's in the car. And, but you hear my daughter talking to the little one, saying, they were doing a repeat, say mama, and Annabelle's like, no. She goes, say dada, no. Say grandma, no. Say bubby, no. Say papa, papa. It cracks me up because she is so crazy weird with me. The other ones were never quite like that, like she is with me. I don't know why, like I said, but I mean, once she's always standoffish at first, and she starts to realize. Now, I don't know if part of it was when she was growing up is when I started growing my beard. So when she first was a baby, I didn't have a beard. And then as she's growing, this beard has just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And maybe that's part of it. I don't know. Annabelle's just crazy and fine, but... Or Aria, but I think the video it cracked me up. I've watched it several times now just because of the way she says it and the way she is so kind of standoffish with me. In a way, like I said, I think she kind of has, part of it's kind of a game too, I think, because she knows I'll work harder to get her attention and play with her. So I think she does it partially that way too, because I mean she's getting older, she's starting to use that brain of hers. They all are fairly smart little ones. Sometimes too smart for their own good. They're rotten little turkeys though, that's for sure. They already are. But we've all been sick, we don't get to see them very often here lately, so... Hopefully I'll get this kicked out and get a little bit of time. Like I said, our Christmas, we had to do our Christmas over the portal thing because everybody was kind of ready to finish up Christmas. We were a month late. It was like, and still nobody was really 100% ready to go hang out yet, per se. I mean, we've had to go do things. I mean, like I said, everybody's come back tested negatives for their COVIDs and all that, so. But still, like I said, we had at least 3, if not a 4th bug running around us, and it was like, you know, I had bug 2, the son had bug 3, the wife had bug 1. You get rid of the one bug, you know, we just kind of interchange them. Here, you get this one, let me take that one. And it was kind of sucky, but I mean, overall not bad. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. Though, you know, wife's health issues took kind of a nosedive, but hoping we can kind of, that's what trying to figure out a new normal and hopefully get things going where her health can get better and all that, so. But we'll be getting into February. Well, I mean, we are in February now, so now it's time where I'm going to start setting up and looking for some of the April, May events. So hopefully we'll start getting some events lined up here soon. Still got plenty of things, like I said, on the website. If you don't see anything that you've seen at an event, it's not on the website, let me know, because website needs major updating, and I almost need a person that can just constantly just take pictures of new stuff and get it posted. That's my Achilles heel right now. I've got so many things. I've probably got at least 100 items that are not on the website that I have ready, and all the new weaves and stuff that I had done there at the end of last year. So, I mean, there's a lot of new stuff out there I need to get on the website. I need to get in there and finish up the gallery area. I've been trying to work on this gallery area for a year now, where I can post pictures of one-off things, custom ordered stuff, you know, etc. like that. I've got many items that I've sold through the years that I've got pictures of, but I've never really, I don't post them on the website. Some have made it onto the Facebook, but not all of them, so that's some things I need to do. Lots of things I'm going to need to do. Like I said, never enough time. You could add another 12 hours to the day and I'd still fill it up and still not have enough time to do what I want to do. So like after I get done tonight, immediately go deal with the cats. I'll be dealing with that. And that's why I'll start at 8:30. Normally don't really get nose diving into the cat thing until about 8:45. Time I'm done with that, cleaning the kitchen, all that. I'm starting to come up on 10 o'clock by the time I'm done with cats, cleaning and all that good stuff. So, I'm hoping I can get a few more lines done tonight. I don't know. I'm hoping for at least one. We're going to get done with 28, hopefully midway into 29 by the time we get done with the stream tonight. though I did have a little bit of a late getting going because of the audio not working, and let's stop there for now. So where are we even at here? We're 20 minutes in. See, I would have wanted to have this all done at 20 minutes, but there's the talk at the beginning, like I said. And streaming always does slow down the process because I got to think about talking. Sometimes it's easier when I do have people in here chatting with me, because even though I do have to look up more often and around, there's something else going on, and I'll have to rack my brain. Because, like, I don't want to talk about the same things over and over again. And well, when I was doing the computer today, that was one of the other things I was looking at. Because before, it was giving me the constant pop-ups for Windows 11. And I was like, well, if I'm going to have to do all this, might as well put in Windows 11. And now I can't figure out how to get Windows 11 on. It just keeps going here, find if your computer can handle it. I guess I got some minimum requirements that my system will... It's a cheap laptop, like I said. But it should be able to handle it, but now I can't figure out where it is. I guess I'm just going to have to wait for the thing to say, hey, Windows 11 available for you again. Do you want it? Last time I kept saying no, and now I can't get it. But it's probably good. I got to the point where I'm still not even fully done with it. I just got it to the point where I could hopefully use it for tonight. And like I said, I think it seems to be working better. Still trying to figure out Windows 10 to Windows 11. I'm still used to 7 and know how to tweak 7. 10, I don't know of any of its extra settings and how to shut down all the extra crap it doesn't need to run. And that was with this. It was Windows 1 or something like that program. Kept wanting to open. Finally figured out how to shut it off. I just need to go through still and uninstall a bunch of crap. All the crapware that's on it. And like I said, and maybe, I mean, I originally got this laptop to work with my lasers. Problem is the laptop kept having a little, not necessarily lock up, freeze up, but it had a small little time where you get like a delay. You know, you get and well, I will say my freaking cell phone, since it's last update on my cell phone, it gets a delay whenever I go to push the button. If I haven't touched the phone in a little bit, it takes a bit after push, and then I'll push a button, it doesn't work, so I'll push it again, but it thinks I pushed buttons twice, and kind of drives me nuts. After about 5 seconds, 10 seconds, it'll kind of clear itself up, but by then I've got several things I have to close down, so. But anyway, the laptop kind of would do that on the lasers, and it was causing me to have line issues. And that was a little weird in itself because of the way the lasers work. You're sending the whole thing to the laser. It's not like it's connecting with the computer and getting the information constantly from the computer. It's getting it gets the file to the laser system, and then the laser system does it. There's no, the computer's basically done at that point. So, but for some reason it was whenever it would pause the laser. And it was causing some, most of the time, okay, didn't give me any issue, but sometimes, depending on the material I was doing, sometimes I get some faint lines in it when it did that. So I ended up stopping using it altogether. But, again, it was Windows 10. I didn't know about all the extra crap that was in it, so I might try to rework it. And now that would kind of, I don't want to take it away from over here, but my laser laptop, it's an old laptop. It's like a 15, 16-year-old laptop. Runs the lasers good, but it was about a month and a half ago, I went to turn it on, and the CPU fan died. So it'll say, do you want to start it because it's got a problem, blah, 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 blah. So I kind of put it up, and I got a little extra fan going across the bottom of it to try to help keep it cool. And it seems to do okay, but I need to replace it. I need to get something better for the lasers. But I need something that's got a fairly big screen because I want to see what I'm doing a bit better. That was the one other thing. This was nice, and it's small. Works good for this, but for doing laser work, the screen is just so small, it's hard to see what I'm doing. So it's something I've had to kind of be looking at here recently. I've been looking at some laptops, and ones that I like that would have the power that I like, are just, minimum $500-600, and it's probably worth it, and I probably need something like that, but I just can't bring myself to do that. I'd rather do about $300 at max, but at $300, I'm not going to get much. And again, for the lasers, I really don't honestly need a whole lot, but if I'm going to get one, I might as well make it pretty decent that I can do other things with too. It is something that I'm looking at since the wife can't really do a whole lot. She does most of her stuff on her phone anymore and whatnot, but if she wants to try to help me out with the business anymore, she can't get to a desktop or anything like that. But then there's also, will she be able to really help me out much anyway? So, but it'd be still good to have if needed. I will say, because I don't know what it is, but for some reason, both me and her we both have different cell phones, blah blah blah. Granted, they're not like super iPhone, weirdness out there. They're Walmart, not cheapy Walmarts, but they're, Walmart, styled Samsung phones. I think they're pretty decent phones. But anyway, both of us have had a problem with telehealth, teledoctor videoing from our phone. So it's made it a little difficult, and with her needing, having a harder time getting around, if we can teledoc, or whatever you want to call it, some of her stuff, that would definitely make it easier than trying to get her out of the house. So again, a laptop on that front would be something good too, that would be easily movable, just, to do whatever we need to do for that. So that's the other reason it's like, but then, like I said, we need so many other things. We did get I want a deck, but we do have a ramp out for her. If we get into the stages of needing wheelchair, we're going to have to do another we're probably going to have to it'd be a little funky of a front door, but we're probably going to have to change the screen door out to open the other way, because of the way everything is. Or I build the deck that I would like to build her, but I have a feeling that the deck I want, the deck I'd really want would probably be about $15,000-18,000 to go the whole front of the house. It's only about 32 feet in front of the house. We don't have a huge house, but I kind of calculated. I figured it'd be about $8,000 to get a 8x8-ish deck, but it would be no stepping. So that is something I'm trying to still look at trying to do. I just don't have that sitting around. There are some things I can do to try to get to that, but some of them I don't want to do. Some of them it's like, well, so yeah, I've had a lot of brain activity having to think about this and that here the past month, and that's why I'd like to be able to turn my brain off, but it won't. Well, I guess the only thing that really does seem to shut it down is football. When I'm watching a football game, I'm not really thinking about anything else other than football. See, when I'm sitting here doing chainmail, I'm constantly thinking about it. That was yesterday. The day before? No, I think it was yesterday. I was sitting here working. I normally come over here and I tried to get in. I used to be able to get in 45 minute to an hour sessions without having any real issues. Here, with everything else that's going on around the house, I normally don't want to make it sit here that long. So I've been trying to do 20 to 30 minute sessions and have more often sessions, instead of doing, 45 minutes to an hour, wait another hour, then come back, do more. I'm doing like 20 minutes, and 20, 30 minutes, I'll go do other things for 20, 30 minutes, and come back for another 20, 30. So in a way, I'm getting more time, just in smaller chunks. So, but I've had a lot of making up to do from all the sickness there at the end of December, beginning of January. Getting all the bills caught back up. There were some that got kind of forgotten about. Nothing major. I mean, it's just a matter of getting in there. Our car insurance, totally forgot about it. I paid it late and had to contact them. And was not that big of a deal, but I had several little things like that I had to go take care of just because things fell through the cracks with all the sickness and then just everything else that kind of got loaded on my plate that I had to kind of start figuring out how to package. Hey Bobby, good to see you. How you doing tonight? Getting ready to count out some more rings here. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good, well, I guess we're out of January now. A good February, start to your February. Yeah, Groundhog's Day today, right? Yeah. That's what I was saying earlier. 7 of those, right? So we're just sitting here working on our next inlay. It's another Chiefs-related inlay. I haven't said who it is. We're past the halfway point for tonight, aren't we? Yeah, I was wanting to wait till at least halfway point tonight before I showed the picture of what it's going to be, who it's going to be. But we're past the halfway point. I'm out of focus. Not sure what's going on with your website. That is, it's cycling. It's on my end. On my website, cycling, or it's on my end. So, are you talking about like through the when you go into the cart and all that stuff on the website? I'll have to go check that out if you're having problems on that front. But yeah, we're working on new inlay. I started it on Monday. I want it to be done in 2 weeks. Same size as my other past ones. So since you're here, we are past the halfway point. Let me go ahead and get the rest of my ring count here done that I want to do. And then I'll kind of pull out the picture of it. It is of another Chiefs player. I have 4 in mind. We've done Mahomes. We've done Chris Jones. So there's 2 more, and then we've done the end zone inlay. So I switched my connection to see if I could get a better one. Okay. So yeah, my video's looking blurry too, but here's what we're doing. This is Travis Kelce, Chiefs tight end. That's what we're going with. Like I said, we're about up into almost coming in the eyebrows. Got about 2 more rows. We'll be getting into his eyebrows, and I hope to finish this up by not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Am I the only one here, or do you have some elsewhere? Yeah, you're the only one here tonight. It says I have a viewer over on Twitch, but I normally get 2 or 3 Twitch viewers that never comment, so I'm glad to still have you guys here over there on the Twitch, but I think you might be the only one here. Busier than a one-legged neighbor. Good. I know that feeling. Trust me, I know that feeling, but yeah, that's what we're going for. Like I said, I want to get it done I started on Monday, this past Monday, after the Chiefs win on Sunday night. Hope to finish it up before the Super Bowl. That's the plan anyway. So, I'll be posting the name of it now and tagging things. I wanted to wait till I got into about the eye area, which I figured was going to be about Friday to Saturday. But I figured Thursday night we would go ahead and announce who it is. Working on chemistry while I'm listening to you and watching once in a while. I tried to Twitch but couldn't remember my password. Yeah, I actually had that problem Monday night, actually on Twitch and YouTube, because since it had been over a month since I had streamed, it wanted all my credentials again, and I was like, oh crap, I set that stuff up how long ago? I don't remember. So yeah, I had to jump through hoops trying to get all my stuff set up for Monday night. Tonight ran a lot smoother though, other than the audio not working at the beginning of the stream. And I think Monday nights might not have had any audio either. But just noticed the Santa hat and earrings and necklace. So yeah, I had a fun time making those. I actually sold quite a few of the little snowmen this year. Even outside of missing our last like I said, we missed our last December event because we all got sick and the COVIDs and all that, but still sold quite a few of them. And then I actually had to turn down probably about $300 worth of laser work there at the end of December because I got sick. But I will say, I had several of them come back after I was not sick and got stuff, so I do thank everybody for that. I'm using a loaner laptop. My file's never been backed up off of the old computer. Need to get them off the external drive before they work on it. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that's why I have a whole shelf over here with hard drives on it. Now, I don't need as many as I did when I was doing band stuff, but I've got two hard drives, 8 terabyte hard drives that back up my computer every night. And my internal hard drives, I only run Windows off one hard drive, and the other hard drives where I save all my files to, and then those get backed up. I'd love the ring sizes for this. For the inlay I'm working on now, I'm using 1/4 inch 16 gauge. That's what I normally do with these bigger ones like this. That's why my next inlay, once I get done doing my chief stuff, I'm going to use some 1/8 inch rings. It's going to be small rings. It's going to take a ton of them to make it, but I think it's going to look cool. Wish I knew how to do the backup. Oh, on the Santa hat. Trying to think right off my head. I think it was 1/4 inch 18 gauge with 5/32 connectors. I don't have one sitting here handy, or I could tell you really easily, but I think that's what they are. I believe they might have been 7/32. No, I'm pretty sure they were 1/4 inch 18 gauge, doubled up with doubled up 5/32 18 gauge or 20 gauge. I'd have to look at one. I made up a bunch, but I'd have to look at one to remember exactly what rings I used right then. Because I'm looking at these, and yeah, I'll pull out one, and as soon as I see it, I'll be like, okay, yeah, I know what I used. That's how it always is, though. But I mean, it's pretty simple. You've added pictures to your website. Very nice. Yeah, I'm trying to get more and a better gallery area going. Got some things updated. Still got a lot of stuff I want to do in the backside, but it's like everything else. You got to have time. And with the wife's health issues since December, that's like I said, I'm trying to figure out our new normal here with everything that's been going on. So once I can figure that out, I will say, like I was saying Monday night, it kind of sucks that I don't do the band stuff anymore, but now with all the health issues my wife's having, I would have had to probably stop doing the band stuff as it is right now anyway, so now I just got to find out more time for me. Well, I'm not necessarily me, just figure out more times to get into doing everything that I do. Now, I like having my own website in a way, but it does kind of suck in a way too. I've never tried the Etsy platform, though. I've had some people try to tell me to go try it, and I don't know. I always felt weird trying to do that. It's looking really good. I just looked at all the bracelet thing now. I'm looking at the necklaces. I really added the pictures. Yeah, I've been trying to. Like I said, it's a slow go at it, though. That's the biggest thing. I had several orders for Christmas orders, and when I was going through all my pictures, because I didn't want to post any pictures of anything I did for on orders that could be Christmas gifts and whatnot, especially when it comes to some of the laser etch stuff. But then I come to find out that about half of the orders I had this past December I forgot to get pictures of. I was just busily going through, making up things and getting them shipped out. And it wasn't until I'm looking at confirmations going, okay, they got it, good. Crap, I didn't take a picture of that one. So I did. I sent out a little thing to a few people going, hey, if get some good pictures of that, why don't you post them over on my Facebook page for me, because I forgot to get a picture of that. Hopefully we'll get a few. Back to counting out some more rings. The bane of doing chainmail, the dreaded rings. Okay, I thought I missed something there for a second. Oh, viewers, followers. Somebody over on Twitch there, but it looks like they're kind of advertising something, so I'm done looking at that. I'd say at least I haven't had the last time before the end of the year, YouTube was getting really bad, was getting a bunch of scammer people coming out and posting nonsense crap left and right. Driving me nuts. Alright, this will be the finish of row 28, which will give us over 2,800 rings since Monday. So I'm averaging, even the 7 rows are giving me about, 750-ish rings or so every day. So that's not too bad. I can easily do 1,000 normally, but and more if I needed to, but you need to remember to take pictures before you lay it out, or you're laying out your display, it shows. Well, yeah, those I'm okay with. My biggest thing, I'm normally I do have these little sessions probably 3 times a year where I'll kind of gather up stuff and try to get pictures of things that I haven't gotten pictures of. My youngest used to do the pictures for me, but now that she's old and going to college and all that, she's not, has less time to be able to help me do all that. Which I'm trying to get into a better habit, but yeah, the biggest thing, I was really good there for a while at getting custom pictures. I normally got the pictures as I was backing it up so that they knew everything was proper and all that. And I'm still doing that, but I'm not getting good, like, postable, per se, pictures of items where they look good. I mean, they look good in those pictures, but they're more for, hey, here's your item. Is it good with you? It's just sitting up here with no nonsense background, I mean, I could post those, I guess, but that just seems kind of weird. Well, I guess I'd probably have to blur out some shipping information, because that's what I'm showing is like, okay, here's your item, just make sure right color, right blah, blah, blah. Here's your shipping information, everything correct there. Unless it's, repeat customers. Then I just add extra stuff to this stuff. I was like, when Tara got something right there before Christmas, it was like, I didn't have much of a chance to email her back and all that like I would normally, but does the fidget toy kit comes with the instructions? They're free instructions. You can get them at any point in time off the website. You can add it to your account and just go download them at any point in time. You don't need to, you can get them with the kit. You can just download them at the same time if you wanted to get a kit, but you can download them at any point in time just by adding it to your account. At least it should. Alright, there's row 28. Where are we at in our time? Yeah, we got plenty of time to get into another row. Row 29, here we come. Going backwards. Excellent. I'm going to have to get out some more black eyes to clean up. How much more do I have in here? These are all the rings that I still got left to go into this that aren't currently up here open. So I need to get those open and cleaned up here still. Oh, these stupid double stacks. Well, let's see here what else we got going on. Other than doing this stuff, if I get an order, I'll be happy to get into it. I don't want to say it'd be good not to get an order. It's always good to get orders. The only thing that would suck is it would take time away from doing this. But that's why, like I said, I want to try to get up in advance on this. 6-7. Don't feel well. I haven't really talked to her since before summer. Trying to get my hours changed, so I'm going up during the day and sleeping at night. Yeah. Yeah, and she's always the night owl. And I haven't been up late myself here in months, well, being sick, and then here since not being sick. I've been, like I said, I've been going to lay down about 11:30, get to sleep by 12:31ish. Getting up early, 8ish, 7:30, 8ish normally. So I've kind of been on a bit of a different sleeping schedule here as of recently myself. I haven't had a chance to really chat with her. I get a few messages here and there, but like I said, with the wife's health issues too, taking a lot of extra time. Well, I mean, when she ordered here back in December, I'm glad, I would have noticed it, but I'm glad she sent me. I seen that she had moved up. Was it Minnesota? Say, I forget exactly where. From Florida. That surprised the crap out of me. She goes, "I made an order, but make sure you send it to the right address." I was looking at the address. I was like, "Oh, well, that's a big move." I was like, "Okay, moving around to Florida or something." But then I was like, "Whoa, that's a big change there." I haven't had a chance to really get into the group either here forever. I thought I'd get more of a chance without doing the band stuff on a Friday night, but then most of the times, if there wasn't events, I was preparing for events there near the end of the year. So I still have my pile of stuff that we were supposed to do last year. Yes. So we were up north. Oh, trying to get to bed before 3 a.m. and getting up before 10. Yeah. Be interesting how it takes cold, yeah. I don't mind the cold. I mean, it sucks in a way, but I could live in Alaska. I think I'd be okay. There'd probably be some times. I hate living in the cold when I'm sick. When you have a cold or a flu or something like that, because I hate the shivers from that, but you'd probably get that even in the summer or in a warmer climate. But now the wife, on the other hand, she'd probably like to move to Florida right now. She's always hated kind of the cold, but now with her health issues being even worse, that we've had to crank up our heat this year. Our gas bill's like 4 times the amount it's ever been since we've lived here. Well, and then gas prices haven't helped, that they've gone up like crazy. She's used to Florida and I think the Caribbean. Yeah, that's what surprised me so much when she was like Minnesota or Wisconsin. I was like, that far north? Wow. We have our coldness here, but that kind of surprised me for her moving that far. I was like, I couldn't imagine really if I would have thought about it. It was like California, Texas, no further north than Tennessee, maybe. Haven't been in the group either. School's doing, yeah, just so many things going on. It's hard to get over there, and I still hate the setup I have to use to do it. I hate using my phone for that kind of stuff because I don't have Facebook and stuff on my phone unless I'm using it for an event or something. Otherwise, I hate smartphones, to be honest with you. I miss my old flip phone, and I haven't figured out how to use this system that I use for doing the streams to work well with doing those unless I use a headset, and I really hate using a headset. I hate using a headset when I'm doing gaming online with racing, but I have to there, but I absolutely hate it. So, like I said, I'm just going to be continuing working on this the rest of this weekend. I don't know if I'll do any maybe surprise live streams over the weekend. Kind of depends on how things are going. I've thought about maybe during this week up till today. Actually, I think it was about 11:30 yesterday morning. I thought about starting one up, but I got over here and started getting into it. And by the time I thought about it, it's like, I need to go do the laundry and stuff. So I was like, But who knows? Otherwise, it'll be next Monday again. You and me both. I miss my slider. Yeah. But, let's see. We're going to do this, like I said, for 2 weeks. Then we'll be going back into doing a different project. We'll do some different projects on Monday, a different project on Thursday. We'll go back to having the multiple cameras. I just figured since I'm wanting to do a time lapse of this, it was just easier to let it just go and not even have the other cameras kind of going for when I'm doing this for the next 2 weeks. There's only going to be 4 episodes anyway. Episodes, streams, whatever you want to call it. It sounded weird. It's episodes. The Booga Box episodes. That just sounds too weird. I was thinking episodes of TV shows, not webisodes, and not really webisodes. I don't know what I do here. I'm just here making noise. Yeah, I guess making an inlay too, but my 2-week Travis Mahomes inlay. Which I think I'm just under 10,000 rings when I'm done. I think it was like 9,800, somewhere right in there. So roughly the same size as the Mahomes and the Chris Jones, roughly 19.5 wide by about 20-ish or so. How hard is the wormhole to make? It's not really too hard in my opinion. I guess there are some parts that are a little snuggish. I think the tougher thing is adjusting. If you have to adjust, if you're using the kits and the rings that I got, the BA rings, there's really no issues with anything. The problem is when you have to do any adjusting. If you're using anodized aluminum rings from especially TRL, there's some adjusting you have to do. Now it's in the instructions in the tutorial at the end. I talk about the different rings to use if you're using anodized rings. But overall, it's basically a 4-in-1. I think, to me, I want to say I would put it, if I was to go like 1, 2, 3 category, I almost want to put it in the 1 because it is a basic weave. There's really nothing extra about it. The first one I built had a lot of contractions and expansions in it. When I redesigned it, I got rid of those. I was able to figure out how to get rid of those. And so that made it easier. But with the tightnesses of some areas, I want to give it more of like a 2 on a scale of 3 of hardness. So I'm looking at VA, but I need to use TRL. Can you use CJ? Are those your rings? I make my own rings. TRLs, their anodized aluminum is a little bit off from mine, but not real bad. You should still be able to do it with some of the minor tweaks that were in the instructions. Chainmail Joe's, I have no idea. I haven't used any of his VA and anything to compare it to in a while. I know I compared it with TRLs. Some of TRLs, like I said, I haven't bought any TRLs bright aluminum in a long time since I've made my own here. But I did get the kits from Chain Reaction, and his measured very, very close to mine, so his would be a good alternative. If you can get any of his. When I was doing measurements, we were talking hundredths of an inch, hundredths off. When it comes to some of the TRLs, and especially when they're anodized, some of them were, we're talking tenths off, if not 100, more than 1/10 off. But those are the only ones I've really played with and know for sure. But any of them can be used, because like I said, I kind of talk about it in the instructions on where you can make some of those adjustments that I think would help with any of that, depending on who you're using. And it's fairly easy to tell, like I said, if you're getting rings and they seem to be more in line with the anodized, I would use more of the anodized instructions. If they seem to be more in line with the ones that I list, then you should be okay. But overall, like I said, it's a basic 4-in-1 weave for the most part. Some Japanese-ish weave in there to do some of the connecting, but I can't always afford the shipping and handling. Told me for ordering $100 rings. I can't always afford it. Oh yeah, I get that. Shipping from Canada, or at least to Canada, well, and from Canada sucks. I've shipped cheaper to Germany than I have to Canada, which is a total crazy blew my mind. When I shipped to Germany, I was expecting Canada to be cheaper, roughly the same amount of stuff, and because the Germany was what, 4 years ago now, and the Canada thing was 2 years ago, roughly same size box, everything, weight wise, everything, and it literally cost me twice as much to ship it to Canada than it did to Germany, and I could not believe it. It blew me away. I had a box, it was $82 to ship to Canada. I was like, are you kidding me? And I literally think it was like $39 to get it to Germany. Alright, let me do some more counting here. I'm going to look away from the screen for a moment while I get these counted out. Where are we at in our time anyway? 55, so I've got a few more minutes. I'll get these at least counted out, I guess, and go from there. I do need to end up my streams at 8:30 pretty close to my times anymore. Sometimes I could run over, but right now, with everything we got going on, like I said, until I get used to our new normal, I got to make sure I wrap up things and get some things taken care of. But again, I do want to thank you, Bobby, for dropping in, and whoever we have over there on. Well, I'm showing 3 on Twitch right now, so good to see you over there on the Twitch. I can't see my count on YouTube. Don't know if I have anybody on the YouTubes. But I do want to thank everybody for just dropping in, checking us out, see what's going on. It's glad to be back. Like I said, we took about a month and a half-ish off or so with all the sicknesses and wife going in and out of the hospital and all that. But things are starting to kind of come back together, so hopefully things will start mellowing out. Don't forget to check us out Mondays and Thursdays now. I do need to make up a new graphic for that, since it's not Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. Monday, Thursday, 7:30 on those nights. Like I said, don't forget to give likes, thumbs up, shares, all that good stuff. Get more people to hopefully join us here. Need to go through and see what episode I'm actually on. I don't know if I should name episode numbers or what. I lost count there a long time ago. It's hard to believe I've actually been doing it this long, to be honest with you. If I were selling stuff, it'd be okay. Not to have to sell anything here in a very long time. Doesn't mean pay for the ring. Yeah. 7:30 p.m. Central Time, Mondays and Thursdays. That's what we're going to go with, at least for the next couple months, till we figure out some things. I don't know if I'll change up days or times or what we're going to do, but for the next couple months, that's the plan. Monday, Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. On Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. If I ever do any of the surprise streams outside of those times, I will strictly be only streaming to Facebook at those times. But on my Monday, Thursday streams, they will stream out to all 3 places. So, just so you know. Yeah, I should be able to finish up this little group here. Before we, well, I'm going to go ahead and finish this little group that we pulled out here before we shut up for the night. And when I come back, I'll do another count. Like I said, I hope I can get back down here tonight, get another row, finish off this row at least. At least that put me where I need to be to get back on my 8 rows a night. Trying to think of the max rings that I got in any one day. I think my best ring total day would have probably, I'll catch you in the near future at 6:30 here, not sure what time is your time. Right now it is almost 8:30 my time. So yeah, you're over there on the west coast, so you're 2 hours earlier than us. So we start at 5:30 your time, 7:30 my time. So a little early for over there, but I do thank you for dropping in. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen anybody for a while there since I was busy and out. And like I said, I think it was the first week of December was our last stream, and planned on coming back second week of January, but then with everybody being sick and everything, it took a little bit longer getting back. So this is our first week back streaming. And so it's kind of nice to be doing it. Be glad to get back on my cameras. 2 hours difference. Got it. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little while. Appreciate it. No problem, Bobby. It's good to see you. Always good to see you come in here and always have a good time chatting with you. And we'll be back here on Monday night. Like I said, we might do something this weekend, but if we do, it'll just be only a Facebook thing. But, and then we'll go back to doing our normal things after we get the Super Bowl out of the way. And, have a great rest of your evening and stay healthy. You too, Bobby. Thank you very much for dropping in, man. I do appreciate it. But yeah, once we go back to normal stuff, I got rid of the forward camera. I'm going to make it my roaming camera. On nights that I have things that I need to show from outside of right here, I can set it up to do that. Other nights it will become the Buzzy camera. That will be the Buzzy boy when he's over there sleeping. He's on my chair right now. I figure, you know, he needs to get some screen time too. I'd like to figure out a way, if there was, on setting up the cameras where you could choose what camera you would like to view from. I don't know how I could necessarily do that, if there's an easy way of doing that. There's an Eagle Cam that I watch from Berry College, and they've got 3 cameras. Now you have to click on each camera separately and it opens up basically a different page. So, but it would be neat if something like that could be done with a stream where people could pick the camera, where there's the available full screen of, you know, that, or leave them all mixed up like I currently have it. But we're going to do, like I said, we're going to make some changes to that. I need to do some graphics work for some of that before we come back and start doing it. But alright, this is the last ring we're going to do tonight on row 29, right? Yeah, we're working on row 29. So I imagine we should be past halfway point when we come back Monday. I will say that. If everything works out good, that should be where we're at anyway. So I do want to thank everybody again for joining. Like I said, don't forget to give likes, thumbs up, shares, all those good things, no matter where you're viewing us from. And we will be back on Monday night for sure. Kind of keep a lookout for us. Maybe having a quick live stream at some point over the weekend. Otherwise, y'all have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday. Peace.